Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and our Newcastle United series as we continue through the month of December heading into the January transfer window. Last time out we had a pretty good run beating Atletico Madrid 1-0 in the Champions League to somehow top our group and go into the knockout stages as a seeded team. We also had a very good victory over West Ham 4-1 with Pinamonte scoring 2 late goals. He's actually got 3 goals past 80 minutes in the last 2 games, and we drew 4-4 with Spurs. Pinamonte on absolute fire right now with 5 goals in 3 games. Also scored against Monaco, so make that 6 in 4. And he scored against Man City as well. When did this scoring start? It was way back then. So he's got so many goals recently for us, and we're hoping that will continue. We're back in league action now, and we've got a run of teams much easier than we've had since we started against Liverpool a while back. I mean, it's been such a tough run of games, and hopefully we will be in a much better position in the league after these matches are played. Because if we take a look at the league table, you can see we're just about in 4th place. So many teams could jump ahead of us if we slip up today. So we need to get that win on the board and hopefully start to move away from the chasing pack. The good thing is that of the teams ahead and below us, really it's just United and City above us we need to worry about. City now 7 points clear, but we can close that down to 4 if we win. And then further back, Liverpool a point behind us, Spurs a point behind us, and then Arsenal 6, Chelsea 9 points back. So I expect a lot of the teams like West Ham, Watford, Stoke to fall further back, but Southampton could actually go above us with a win today. So this is a chance to knock one of those chasing teams further back in the league table. The team going out there for this match against Southampton is Cutrone, Sanabria and Pinamonte up front. We've got Andre and Grujic in midfield with Masuaku, Otamendi, Holding, Smalling, Carmona and Heaton across the defence. Masuaku with the throw-in early in the game here, picks out Cutrone, now it's Andre, looking for the ball back to Cutrone, went across Pinamonte's effort straight into the top corner. A beautiful finish from Pinamonte, his scoring streak continues. I think that makes it 8 in 6 now, something like that. That is absolutely fantastic. 6 games in a row he's scored, if I remember right, and he just cannot stop finding the back of the net. That finish was absolutely spectacular. Masuaku with the throw-in, a lot of rain coming down now at St Mary's. Cutrone comes inside, Andre tackled, Grujic picks up the ball, shot blocked and then deflected past Foster into the net. It's gone down as a Grujic goal. I'm not sure how that can possibly be the case, given it hit at least 2 defenders before wrong-footing Foster. But I don't care, we're now 2-0 up against Southampton and putting ourselves in an excellent position in that push for the top 4. De Siglio for Southampton into the second half now, attacking down that right flank very early in this second half. De Siglio once more puts a good cross in, and Pabon arriving completely unmarked at the back stick. I don't know what our defence was doing, but he was given a totally free run to finish that chance. Bertrand, Southampton really coming at us early in this second half. They just need one more to pull level, and there's Gabbiadini's header down. Pabon brings it back, Tadic with the finish, and fortunately it's gone wide, but we need to tighten up. David Carmona with the throw-in, finds Pinamonte. He puts a cross in. Sanabria's there. He brings the ball down and it's gone into the back of the net. I'm pretty sure it's an own goal. That Ryan Bertrand there trying to tackle Sanabria, and he put the ball over his own line for 3-1. Masuaku's corner goes into Otamendi. Smalling's in there. Down to Carmona. Cleared off the line by Bertrand, making up for his own goal by getting the ball away. Just 5 minutes left as Masuaku puts the corner in. Cutrone puts it over the bar, but it looks like we are going to eke out this win. I was a little bit nervous when Southampton got the goal back, and they looked very close to getting the equaliser, but a couple of very fortunate deflections or own goals, really it was 2 own goals, helping us out today, and we have managed to get these 3 points. Gibson heads the ball further on, but the referee's whistle does go, and there is the 3-1 win. That is a particularly good result against one of our chasing teams, especially away from home, giving us the 3 points. If we have a look at the league table after that win, then we should be able to see, if I actually push the game forward, that we have moved up to 3rd place, 1 point clear of Watford now, who did actually win today. And West Ham still have the chance to close the gap on us, but our goal difference should see us hang on to that position. So the question is, will the other teams like Liverpool slip up and start to build that gap we need? Well, it is time for that Champions League draw, and as you can see, we're one of the seeded teams, avoiding the likes of PSG, Dortmund and Real Madrid, Juventus in there as well. But across the unseeded teams, there's still the likes of Bayern Munich, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Everybody else I'd be reasonably comfortable with, and we can't play Atletico Madrid anyway, so it's Bayern and Barcelona we want to avoid. Arsenal the first team out, and they're going to take on Real Madrid, which is good for us, eating up one of the big teams there, although we couldn't actually play either one of them, so I don't know about that. Now, can we draw Porto? That's the dream draw, but they go to Juventus. Next up, Bayern. We want to avoid them, and they get PSG. That's a big clash. Next up, Besiktas. Happy with them, but instead, Man City get the look of the draw there. Now it's Inter Milan, and they get Manchester United, meaning that we are going to have to take on either Atletico, Barcelona, or Roma. Next team out, Barcelona. This is the one we really don't want. And they get Dortmund, which means we get Roma, not Milan. We get to take on Roma in the last 16. Obviously, we couldn't get Atletico Madrid anyway, so that's not a bad draw whatsoever. I'm very confident we can get past Roma and into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And the likes of Arsenal, Real Madrid, one getting knocked out there, Bayern, PSG, somebody getting knocked out there, Barcelona, Dortmund, a few pretty good ties in there, which should hopefully thin out the herd going into those quarterfinals. Well, quite interestingly, I have my first job offer since becoming manager of Newcastle, and it's Chelsea who've come in. We've got Roman Abramovich here offering us the chance to take the Chelsea job. Certainly have an interview. They may not give me the job afterwards, but usually they tend to. If we have a look at the league table and see why this is happening, Chelsea are down in 13th place. They're 11 points behind us and the Champions League, so that's not a job I really want to be taking on. I also don't think they're in the Champions League knockout stages either, unless I'm misremembering that. But I am certainly not interested in that Chelsea job right now, given the team we've built up. So they will not get us if we were the first choice manager. Well, it is time for that big match with Liverpool. If we pop back to the pre-match screen, you can see we are actually the favourites for this game, but Liverpool have won 4 of their last 5 games, so in pretty good form. In their last match, they actually drew with Manchester United, so you can see we're only 2 points behind second place now. Liverpool in 6th, probably our most likely contenders in the race for the top 4. They need to win today just to close the gap. They can't go above us unless it's a humiliating defeat, which I doubt they're going to get. So really, we just need to try and get this win and then push Liverpool 6 points back in the race for the top 4, along the likes of Arsenal, with Chelsea further behind. That would put us in a very, very good position. So the team going out there today, not too dissimilar from the last one. We've got Pinamonti, Sanabria and Cutrone up front, with Marino, Grujic in midfield. Then it's Masuaku, Otamendi, Holding, Smalling and Carmona, with Heaton in goal. Mignolet sends the ball forward for Liverpool, picking out Mo Salah. Liverpool have signed Jamie Vardy, which actually seems like a pretty good signing for them to pick up as a central striker. Here's Coutinho, tackled by Carmona very well. Coutinho still in the Liverpool side. What a ball that is to find Pinamonti. He's got quite a few assists this season, but he went for goal himself, obviously on a hot streak, but maybe he should have just cut that across to give us the lead. We do have the corner though. It's going to be Masuaku to take it. He puts it towards the back stick and it's cleared out by the defence. Masuaku with the throw, and we're on top of Liverpool at the moment. Pinamonti plays it into Grujic, there's the ball across, Sanabria brings it down, turns, running around the defence. He's got 3 players chasing him, puts it across, Pinamonti off the bar. Corner, Masuaku takes, cleared out by Gulam. Sanabria following up, finds Grujic, turns, shoots off the post. We are getting so close to taking the lead here. Masuaku's corner again. We've caused a lot of trouble from these. Here's Cutrone down to Grujic, off the bar and cleared away. Sanabria keeps it alive, picks out Grujic again, but there's the big tackle. Again, we hit the woodwork from a corner. Gulam with a free kick. It'd be heartbreaking if Liverpool got a goal now, but Heaton with a very, very solid catch there. I expected maybe to tip that one over, but instead he held it, and we can launch a counter-attack. It's Otamendi sending it back to Heaton. Now Smalling on towards Carmona. There's a ball over the top there for Cutrone, which he's picked out. 2-3 players arriving in the box. Cutrone puts a cross in, Sanabria is there, it comes to Carmona, now Grujic needs to send it out wide, and he does, picking out Cutrone, back across to Marino. We need to get control of this a little bit more, into Pinamonte. There is a ball down that line, a lot of space down the left, but instead he goes back. Now the ball forward goes on. Masuaku crosses it, and it's arriving there, Cutrone, but over the bar. Gomez, nearly half-time, sends the ball forward to Salah. Not seen a lot from Liverpool on that free kick, and that deflected pass won't help, and that ball through will. It's Pinamonte, in on goal, one-on-one, saved by Mignolet. Masuaku with a big tackle there, the ball runs free, and Pinamonte does clean up, and now it's Grujic. Been impressive over the last few games, Grujic. He's certainly making a claim for more game time against his former club. Here's Carmona skipping a tackle, puts the cross in deep. Sanabria arriving, brings it down and manages somehow to squeeze it in at the near post. That looked like an impossible angle, but he's managed to get it over the line and inside the far post to give us that breakthrough at long last. And now we could even compile it. We've got Otamendi pushing the ball forward to Masuaku. He brings it down, charging down the left, puts the ball inside. Carmona can't get there, and Coutinho launching the counter for Liverpool, skips inside one player, picks out Wijnaldum, now it's Emre Can, tackled by Marino and Holding, dinks it over the top, counter is on, Pinamonte to Cutrone, back towards Pinamonte, and Sanabria has managed to pick it up completely by accident and somehow miss what was surely an open goal from that angle. Masuaku puts the ball over the top. Pinamonte's onto it. He's not been as lively today as in previous games, but he's found Cutrone, who finds Carmona. 2 bites at the cherry there, but couldn't stop Mignolet. Chalobah with a free kick for Liverpool, and it's just over the bar. They've been pretty poor today, but both free kicks that they've had have come very close, and it looks like maybe they might be stepping up their attack here. It's Emre Can trying to cut inside, picks out Mo Salah, too much room on that far side, nobody going out there, and Klein's got a free run to get across in. He's looking for Vardy, out by Smalling, Marino there, couldn't stop it, and it's just over the bar. Cutrone attacking down the right side. I feel like we need another goal here. He puts the cross in, it's cleared out, he might put it in again, which he does. There's a man at the back stick, and Pinamonte's flashed it over the bar. Mignolet looking to get this ball forward, sends it long. Otamendi unchallenged, heads it on to Marino. Now it's through to Sanabria, good position, can't get that pass just through, and the ball's been turned over. It's Emre Can outside of the boot looking for Salah, good first touch, pulls it back, and Vardy off the post, and we get very lucky. Gulam going to take a long throw here, putting it into the mix, but it's cleared out. It's Henderson to Wijnaldum, now Grujic with a stunning tackle, gets the ball back. Marino out wide to Pinamonte, there's a ball on for Cutrone. Instead, Sanabria has run through the middle. He's been impressive today, picks out Cutrone, and I think that's literally an impossible shot. I don't know how he has managed to get it that far wide with an open goal. There are just 10 minutes left in this game. That ball being sent forward comes to Andre. Now Sanabria. Moise Keane's out left, and he's looked for him. He's very good in these late stages, and he's found Cutrone, who's put it wide again. How many chances are we going to miss? You'll see here, 22 shots, 10 on target, to Liverpool's 6 and 2. James Milner's picked up an injury for them. They've already used all of their substitutions, I think, so they're out of luck, down to 10 men, and that should just about get us over the line, but it should have been so much easier today. That said, I was pretty sure with all those missed chances they were going to get an equaliser, and we have managed to get the 3 points, which is all that matters. An excellent performance from the team. They really could have won 4 or 5-0 today, but I will take 1-0 and 3 very important points, which actually takes us up to second in the table, keeps us chasing Manchester City as well, who are on 36, so we're just 4 points off the title at the moment. 16 games played, that's not a bad position to be in, and we're now well clear of the likes of Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal and Chelsea. It's pretty comfortable really. 6 points clear of Liverpool. Watford just 4 points behind us though, so there is still some pressure there, but with our major rivals falling back, we can start to perhaps look at the title. Well, our form at the moment is absolutely exceptional. 4 straight wins, 3 in a row in the league, and really we haven't lost since we played United back in early November, so a very good run of form, but we now need to do the job away on a cold wet night in Stoke. It's literally the 21st of December. It is not going to be pleasant conditions, and we need to show we have the mettle to keep up this challenge, because Manchester City have drawn with Everton, which means if we win we close the gap at the top down to just 2 points. So all to play for if we want to prove our title credentials today. The team going out there, similar to the ones of late, but we do have Fernandes coming in at right wing back because Carmona has picked up a suspension for yellow cards. Sanabria, Cutrone and Pinamonte all continuing up front despite missing a whole host of chances against Liverpool. Grujic continues in midfield because he has been so impressive lately. And if we look at his career stats for us, you can see 6.94 overall. He's starting to increase that because it's been down at about 6.6 for a while, so it's slowly going up since his £8 million transfer to us. And also you can see his brilliant record there when he was in the Serbian league, a brilliant average rating. So he plays alongside Andre. We've got Masuaku joining Fernandes on the wings, with Otamendi, Holding and Smalling continuing in defence and Heaton in goal. Shaqiri coming forward for Stoke very early in the game. The ball's cleared away and Andre has a counter on. Excellent ball forward over the top. Pinamonte in on goal, but saved by Jack Butland. Sanabria onto Andre. Good switch of the ball out to Gedson. Might be able to get the cross in, and he does. Looking for Cutrone, who's arrived and hit the crossbar. Pinamonte shot blocked and cleared away by Peters. So close there twice to taking the lead. Butland sends the ball out wide to Martins Indy. Interesting that Stoke are playing 3 at the back. It's not often we come up against a formation like this. Here's Imbula. Sends it out wide and Shaqiri's come to it. You can see that extra man on the wing, but Holding has won the ball. Now Smalling. We can outpace them in defence if we can get the ball forward quickly and over the top. Because they've got 3 centre-backs, he can cause confusion. Here's Gedson though, coming down the right flank. Beats the defender, puts the cross to the back stick, and Cutrone arriving, flashes a header inside the far post. An excellent finish there. Nothing Jack Butland could do to reach that ball, and we finally have our lead. Butland sends the ball out, half an hour gone. I'd like for us to double our lead in the first half, ideally, and Andre has won the ball, picks out Sanabria, ocean of space, calm finish, but he's hit the post and it's cleared away. You could see the defenders rushing on him as he waited for the ball to come off his chest, but he just couldn't find the finish. Masuaku with the corner though, and it's booted by Shaqiri, the other end of the pitch. Gedson with the throw-in. Trying to make this dominance count. Pinamonte to Gedson again. Now Grujic carries on that chain to Andre. Inside to Sanabria. Now Pinamonte tried to beat the defender but couldn't get past him. Vass has gone in behind but won the ball apparently. And Dembele can use that man on the left. It's Sisto who's in behind. Dembele arriving. Pulls it back. Imbula's shot. Drilled hard and low. Question marks over Heaton on whether he should have saved that one. But despite all of our dominance, Stoke have drawn level. Free kick from Shaqiri, dangerous position, and it's just over the bar. I was worried that we're going to actually take the lead in this match. An hour gone, and we've not shown many signs in this second half of coming back into the game. Just 10 minutes to go. I haven't seen a highlight in our favour in this second half. We've got Keane on, Marino on, Haidar on, and instead it's a corner to Stoke. Shaqiri puts it in, Duarte arriving. It's cleared out. Now we've got the counter. Marino finds Pinamonte, waiting for support to arrive, but Allen's managed to take the ball off him. I'm not very happy about that. Allen sends it back to Imbula, who's lost it. Sanabria coming in on goal, goes for the finish, and has missed the post there. He needed to cut that one across to the right-hand side where we had bodies arriving. Terrible mistake by Imbula, but it looks like his equaliser is going to save Stoke a point here, and we are going to throw away a chance to close that gap at the top down to 2 points. That was not the result we wanted. We had so many chances and didn't take them. So disappointing to end the match in that way and end the episode in that way. If we go on to have a look at that league table though, I don't think it's going to make too bad reading given that we've taken 7 points from 9 in this episode, and that's a very good return to be getting when you're taking on the likes of Liverpool. But the question is, are we still hanging on with a clear gap or not? And as you can see now, Manchester United can move well ahead of us on level points with Man City if they win their 2 games in hand. Liverpool are still 6 points behind us, so we dodge a bullet there. Spurs can move on to 28, so they can close the gap a little bit. And we're still 4 points clear of West Ham, so it's not too bad, to be honest. And if you'd offered me this kind of points total after 17 games, I'd been very happy. I think 2 points from every game would be enough, and at the moment we're only 1 point short of achieving that goal. But we need to be doing more. If we're going to win the title this season, we have to be doing more. We've already lost 4 matches this season. We can't afford to lose any more. Looking ahead to the next episode, we'll be taking on Watford, who are 4th, so we can build up a gap over them. Burnley, who are 8th, and Huddersfield in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, so we should be winning that game and booking ourselves a place in the semis. So plenty to look forward to in the next episode. Do drop a like on this video if you enjoyed that win over Liverpool. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see the next part of this series when it's out in a couple of days' time. You can also support the channel on Twitter and on Patreon using the links in the description. But until next time, see ya!